Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good to see each and every one that is here. May God continue to bless us. Late start today because of the fact that we have our Torah service that we do after every Rosh Chodesh, our new moon. This kind of closes us off a little bit. We want to take this time to welcome in all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, those that's in the Philippines, and those that's in the United States, or where you may be picking us up on the internet. Enter our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Long may our harvest. And when we as mankind learn how to abide by those things, then we got it made. But I'm telling you, we got a job. See? I was listening to some folks last night, and we should have this master that we still tolerated in Israel among us, trying to learn how to get along with one another. But we want to do that, dear folks. See? And somebody is right and somebody is wrong. And we got to learn how to take under. You know? But that's the problem with us. You know? We don't want to take under. We don't want to take the humble route. See, we want to be all. But it's a blessed are the peacemakers. See, sometimes you might have to take under just for the sake of peace.
Amen.
Oh no, not me. No. So we have to consider and do those things here, and be mindful of how we take care of things. The scriptures have told us, if you have fault with your sisters or your brothers, just forget all about it. Go on and pray about it.
You don't tell them.
Is that what it said?
No.
We go talk with our sisters and brothers.
That's right.
Okay?
God not gonna hear you.
But then there's a procedure that goes along.
Amen.
Because sometimes them sisters and brothers ain't ready yet.
Amen.
But you can't wait forever.
No, you can't.
Because if you start waiting forever, it's going to start affecting you.
Right. So you take somebody with you.
So you got to get your part of it. So that's right. There's another step. And then there's a third step.
Take it before the church.
That's right. And then if they don't do that there,
That's the last one.
then it's pretty obvious that they are not your sisters and brothers.
Amen. Amen.
But we hope that we don't have to do those things. That if we all have our minds made up to remember what the Mashiach said. See? If we don't forgive,
Amen.
we won't be forgiven.
Amen.
Now, let me see how many of us can stand that. See?
I want to give
And
man.
if those that can stand that, you know, I tell you, that's a fool. You got a fool.
Amen.
I'm not afraid to call them what they're fools.
You're a fool. That's right. That's right.
Why? Because we do things that we shouldn't do.
Amen.
And we want somebody to forgive us. See? And God has given us that avenue. But I'm here to tell you, therefore, we ain't going to be able to do those things. And we got to do it while people are living. Can't wait till people die and then come.
Too late then.
I'm going to bring it on out now because he's dead. Yeah, it don't work. See? Well, I figured he wasn't going to do it anyway. I figured she wasn't going to do it anyway, so I decided you become judge now. So we all are required to do our part.
Amen.
See?
Yeah, but what if you caught in that situation where that person does die? How do you recommend? How can you reconcile that?
Wait so long.
If you done done your part. Sometimes people are so far away they don't want to be bothered with your stuff. How can you reconcile that if they're dead? How can you do it? Because you're supposed to go to them, but they're not available. What do you do?
Well, there's also something that the scripture tells us, you know, just for instance, if you're in a situation here where you're doing all that you can, and say for instance, and that's why I asked Ella Maxfield about the baptismal class, you know,
Okay.
and those things there, and somebody was in the baptismal class, and they were steady waiting on there, and they were waiting on him to give the say so as to when they should be baptized. He said, what happens if something happened before that time, and they did all they're supposed to do on me? See, they're clear because they did all they're supposed to do. They can't baptize themselves. So once they've set forth and they are following and follow everything that's been said and follow all things, they are on the one that is in charge.
They're divorced now. That's the issue. You know, like they have issues here when it's deadly force justified. You burn a tire or you burn a cigarette. When is it justified?
When it's justified, when you deliberately disobey my orders. You asked me a question. Look, I felt that, and I'm not kidding. If I was one of them stops, the lady come up there, I want to get past and everything. Hey, show up everything. Oh, but I don't want it. I can't be son. Hey, you better turn around and go back. You can't come through him. Y'all got the reputation of having all this dynamite stuff strapped on you and everything. Come to them, get close to me, then boom, we all gone.
Yes. That's what they did now. They sit their kids and stuff out and they blow people up.
See? So hey, so you ask me a question when they dead before. Hey, I tell her, hey, halt, show it. But I don't want it. Show it. Hey. Put it up. I got to see what's under there. I ain't gonna do that one. But then your other orders will turn around and go back.
And if you still want to come, that's it. Too late.
But then, hey, if she didn't follow my orders, and she decided I'm coming on anyway.
That's why they start using women. Because women can get in.
Yeah. No. No.
I don't know.
Oh, you asked me about me. Now you might just somebody let on do this.
No?
You like one of the guys walked in there and he was all stepped up and he asked the people there, y'all believe in God? Yeah, we believe in God. Well, we just to go meet him. Boom!
Wow.
So when you say, when you use deadly force, you saying when did the government authorize the soldiers to use government force?
Yeah.
Now, if you was out there, but you wait, I'm like this. I'm on the front line and I know what the rules of engagement are. But when it look like I'm gonna get hurt out here, somebody gonna get shot. I don't care what the government say, cause they ain't out here. And I'm gonna go back and explain why I shot him. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you felt that you was in danger. But
That's right. I'm not gonna be talking about he went well.
Well,
I'm not gonna be talking about I went well.
but
That's
the same. But that's the same mentality our police officers got. They use that same thing. I felt my life was in danger.
Yeah,
so they shot a person.
If somebody running away from me, I'm not gonna shoot him.
They lying.
That's different.
Yeah, like I said, if the woman turn around, if she turn around and go back the other direction,
I'm not gonna shoot him.
I'm not gonna bother her.
Yeah.
She obey my command.
Now she take off in a light truck toward me.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a different story.
that's right.
I tripped and fell and my rifle just hit me.
gonna protect me.
Yeah. I go to the, they have a hearing, I'll be sitting there trying to tell them what happened.
Then he was a good soldier, boy. He followed the orders. Yeah, he was. No, I don't like that was
I
stuff.
don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that was.
We don't know what we're gonna do, but you just send me home then.
I don't like that was stuff, you know.
You have to decide when it's really in your best interest to follow orders. You can't just follow orders blindly.
Yeah, it'll go, and show you how stupid my cousins is over the hills and everything, and that's what I'm saying. Israel sent, they supply them with diesel fuel and everything. So they got so busy this last time, the tankers that was bringing the diesel in there, they want to go rush it to take it down or something, start burning and everything there. They hijacked the tankers and stuff and all that there and get them in trouble and everything there. And so Israel said, that's it. Israel immediately cut off all the diesel fuel going to the Gaza. Yeah. The fuel, one of the power supplies, and
They're not eating homes with that, are they? That ain't not eating. They gotta eat oil.
well, they use it, some of it, to drive cars and to do stuff, and boats and stuff and everything, and power, electric and stuff, they have to have those things off of fuel. And so now they're talking about, the electricity, they're gonna cut off the electricity. Guarantee it wasn't. Seemed like God chose the hardest time, the most cruelest time for his son to come and die for it. I mean, the Romans was tough, terrible folks.
Yeah, they were cruel people.
Woo! See? It ain't like now, our modern humanitarian time now. They make it so easy for you to die now.
They don't want you to suffer.
Give you a pain shot even before they stick you with the needle and inject you. So you don't feel like that.
And also it'll get infected.
Yeah, right. Humanitarian. Yeah. So, but he did it for us. I'm gonna go plead my case to him. Yeah. He'll look at you like, is that all you have? Is that you coming for me for? Look at this here. Check out my hand here. Check out my side. And then your feelings gonna be hurt. We can get past those things, therefore. We're better than that. Ain't we?
Yeah.
We ain't better than that? See? If you ain't, you better. You better get that way. See? Because right now, you think certain things are so important, everything there, but after you just live a little longer, you'll find that wasn't quite as important as I thought it was. See? And therefore, but God deals with all that in all his times here. I ask you to bow your heads for our Tanakh Barak. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, have given us your Torah, the writings and the prophets, and the great had desired by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligently teach them unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Our Torah reading for this week's Parasha is taken from the book of Genesis, Parasha, the 6th chapter, starting at the 9th verse, through the 11th chapter and the 32nd verse. That is Genesis 6, 9 through the 11th chapter and the 32nd verse. Our half Torah read is taken from the book of Yeshayahu, Isaiah 54:1 through the 55th chapter and the 5th verse. That is Isaiah 54:1 through 55 and the 5th verse. This week's Parasha is Parasha 2, which is Noach, which is Noah. Our scripture reading will be taken on how to reading, which will be given by Shamash. Let us give him our undivided attention as you read the word of Yah to us.
Shabbat Shalom. Scripture reading is taken from Isaiah, the 54th chapter, 5 through the 10th verse. Isaiah 54, 5 through 10, and that's page 523. 523. For your husband is your maker. Adonai Zevaot is his name. The Holy One of Israel is your Redeemer. He will be called the God of all the earth. For Adonai has called you back like a wife abandoned and grief-stricken.
Yeah.
But with great compassion, I am taking you back. I was angry for a moment and hid my face from you. But with everlasting grace, I will have compassion on you, says Adonai, your Redeemer. For me, this is like Noach's flood. Just as I swore that Noah would ever again cover the earth, so now I swear that never again will I be angry with you or rebuke you. For the mountains may leave and the hills be removed, but my grace will never leave you, and my covenant of peace will not be removed, says Adonai, who has compassion on you. May Yah have a special blessing to the reading and hearing of his word.
In the book of Genesis, at the 6th chapter here, we see the condition of mankind. God, who made man, had an idea for man.
Mm-hmm.
But, just as we have hope for our children and everything there, things don't go like we planned.
Right.
See? And it means that we're pleased with that. And the situation got to a certain point here, and that could no longer tolerate that.
Right.
See, it's here, what was the condition of man, and what did man do that was either pleasing or displeasing with God? And we asked ourselves and look around, and so we're going to start reading here at Genesis 6, 1 and 2. Mm-hmm.
In times when men began to multiply on earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were attractive, and they took wives for themselves, whomever they chose.
All right, so here, notice this. They took wives. They was married and given to them married. So what's wrong with that? See, what's wrong with that now? No? Didn't God say marry and they do those things now? See? So, what's the deal?
Some say it's angelic.
Okay. He said marry. See? He said marry. And they were married.
Yeah, but they was wicked. Yeah.
Sort of like now, people are getting married, but look what choice they choose.
Yep.
See? I guarantee you, if you just going on looks, you're gonna be in bad shape on the end results
Right.
of that marriage. You can't just go on looks, dear folks.
That's right.
Well, she look good to me, and that's it. Oh, okay. You better do some talking. You better do some asking. You better find out. Oh man, he's so good looking and everything. They're tall and they're just like her. Yeah, okay. What kind of character you got? What kind of personality you got? What?
Yep.
You better investigate all that. Yeah.
Remind me of when I was a teenager, when we went to school, this girl, she's one of the finest girls at school. Well, woo, man, I think I'd like to marry that one. Boy, she was a fine one. Everybody wanted to date. Her name was Gwen. Boy, I said, ooh, everybody loved Gwen. Then some 10 years later, I got on the bus and I seen Gwen. I see this lady on the bus and I look at, I said, Gwen, that's you? I mean, Gwen was like 3 sizes larger than she was when she was in high school. You know, I could see her face, but you can't go by looks to marry folks. You gotta love them for who they are, you know? Yeah, but I'm saying you can't go by looks. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm saying too.
Teeth to fall out. I guess you look at me. My teeth are falling out.
Yeah, right. Hey, but man, see, you still going by looks. She's still gonna be a good woman.
There's a lot of them.
That's too much help for me, brother.
She might, she just might be a little bit more woman than what you wanted. But she's gonna be a good woman. Right. But there are people, this is why I say different folks have different choices. Because I know one guy there, man, hey, you might be going around with a 300-pound lady, but a 400-pound lady coming there, hey, 300-pound lady is gone.
I had one like that too.
Huh?
I had one like that too. He brought me a calendar. I thought it was a joke.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can't tell me what was on the baby too or not. I mean, everywhere. I'm like, what is this, man?
I think you probably having somebody that stressed out. You probably would have been better.
What?
She was stressed out, man. You know, they say that when you stress a woman out, everything she gonna go one way. She gonna go one way or the other. She get stressed out. She gonna either get real skinny, or she gonna get real fat.
Can't be in
No, she get stressed out. She gonna stop eating, or she gonna stress out. She gonna eat up everything. She gonna eat everything.
That's the kind of woman you like, though.
Huh?
That's the kind of woman you like, though.
But you still looking at that, and you ain't looking for the character in those things. Yeah, you know.
You gotta look for the character.
That's it. That's
They
it.
may find this wine that got an ugly man.
There you go.
No, he had a wife, but they said she came up there, lost about 200,000. He's talking about the course of the woman.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah. Just what he wanted. I don't know, he was cold natured or what. He wanted a lot of women.
He wanted a lot of women. Hey. And that's a good thing. And so I like the idea that everybody have a little bit different taste of things.
Big women wouldn't have no
Yeah, right. There's little short guys and her like that. They have no chance. So it's a good thing that you have all different, you know. But yeah, Steve, you better start watching some character there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Amen.
Big and really mean.
She can be just a fine and everything, and everything, man.
Ugly hole.
Yeah. Woo. Can't stand to be around for 5 seconds. See? Cousin don't want to go, man. Well, I don't want to go, man. He ain't got something else to do here.
And it brings her to go home.
Trying to work on the time.
Right. But if that was the only thing that it is, you know, but that wasn't the only thing that was going forth on them that was set forth. Now read 11th and 12th verse of that same chapter.
The earth was corrupt before God.
Uh-oh! The earth was corrupt. Wait a minute, but if we're doing what God said do and everything, why it become corrupt? See, because we can get locked in to what we want to do, even though God has told us to marry and to do those things out. But if you get yourself and you get it all tore out of soil and everything, you still messed up.
Right.
That's why it tells us don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, because it's going to create a problem.
That's right.
Sooner or later, it's going to make it hard for you to do what God say do and all of it. And that's what we got to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
See? But nevertheless, they were married, given in marriage, but yet still God had concluded that they was corrupt.
That's right.
How is it that we can do what God say do on one aspect and still be corrupt?
Mm-hmm.
See? Because we're not following the whole plan.
That's right.
Read on.
The earth was filled with violence. God saw the earth, and yes, it was corrupt.
God saw it, and God is the one that determined that. They thought it was all right.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, by the way, too, on this here, they was giving his wives as they wanted to.
Uh-huh.
They weren't selling for no one wife.
Killing guys taking money.
There's some bad stuff back in them days. Certain things. You had a good looking wife and everything, you was in trouble. You go to certain places and everything, you had a good looking wife. That's right, you in trouble. But have an ugly wife. It'd be good to have that wife. Good ugly
You
then,
can't go nowhere with guys like that. You know?
Well, that's true.
Careful too.
Our father Abraham had a hard time because, well, Sarah she was a queen now.
Sarah, Abraham was a good liar though.
Well, he knew the rules and regulations of these countries, man. See, he knew the regulations of them countries. They say, hey, you gotta watch out on that there. But God said that the world was corrupt. If the world was corrupt, he wouldn't have to do what he had to do. If the world was doing what he had to do, he wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't have to say, no, she my sister and all that. If the world was doing what it's supposed to do and was correct and everything, you wouldn't have to do that. Just like right now, the world is in a corrupt state that you can't even take care of your children the way you're supposed to take care of them now. You're scared to put a ballot on. They got this principal fired him and everything. He in hot water because he paddle kid in school.
Mhm.
And I tell when we came over there, that was a good teacher to tow your rump up. You see how situations are change. You see how
Yep.
Well, technically, our father Abraham wasn't lying because I think he was either your half sister or he wasn't a relative. He was very close, right?
but all I'm saying is that he wouldn't have to do none of that stuff. Whichever way one wanted to do it and all that, I don't get no argument as to which he wouldn't have to do anything that if the situation wasn't like it is. He did it because of the point of it is the situation was.
Yep.
And it wasn't no joke either because hey, when they looked and saw boy, hey, yeah.
You say he wasn't lying technically. That just means you could explain why he was lying.
Right.
That just means you could explain it.
But nevertheless, it's because of the world is corrupt. Hmm? And so who's gonna take the blame for all of this? See? Who's gonna take the blame for all this here? Is the thing that we go for. And how bad a situation would that bring on us? See? So the world was that way. So now we go to the 6th verse of that same chapter. Read 6 and 7.
Okay. Adam now regretted that he had made humankind on the earth.
Oh, did you get that?
Mhm.
Here's the point I want you to see. You might be going on good, thinking you all right. You might think that you're going on, but the Creator, the one that made us and all, hey, regretted that He had made man.
Mhm.
Who you think gonna win in that situation?
It ain't gonna be you.
And why so we gotta be careful about it. Well, everybody's doing it. I might as well go on do it too. Hey, that ain't no good sign.
Right.
God ain't persuaded by the masses. I don't think God gonna kill everybody because of this or that. You better check the story out that I'm going to talk about here.
He got pretty close.
Yeah. How you gonna come to that conclusion now? It said that God said, hey, why did I make me?
Mhm.
Yeah. Somebody help me out. Why did I make man? And then not only that, but why did I make him in my image? Should have made it somebody else's image and something. These guys bringing all kind of shame and stuff on my image. I'm looking bad enough as if for making it, and then I'm turning around to make it after my image, after my likeness. Oh man, that's even worse.
Like people say, I know who he is. You look just like your daddy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I guess you just can't imagine all the angels watching you. You created this man in your image, and look how they acting. Like we angels looking at you, like, wow, look at God's image.
Even more than that, there you got Satan accusing.
Yeah.
I told you what they wasn't gonna do right. I told you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you ain't qualified. I need to take that spot there. Look what your image doing here. Look at it. He's an accuser. And he don't want to go down there and instigate and start the stuff in the first place.
Right.
Got the man kicked out of the garden and everything. Then must have been make fun about the man.
Mhm.
And that's the way he do us. He fooled all me, get us mad, get us all aggravated, stuff in there, and we say a whole lot of stuff, and then he sit back and laugh at us.
Yep.
You see what he said there? He said, all that stuff there, oh, I got him. She said, all that stuff, I got her. Then he sat back and then laughed at him. Then you come back. Why did I say that? Yeah, that ever happened, y'all. Oh, no, y'all too good. That ain't never happened, y'all. But I guarantee it happened to me.
You too.
Get hot.
Yeah, right.
Talking fast.
I thought about that later on. Why did I say that? No. Why in the world did I bring that up? I'm gonna get out of here. Satan sitting over there laughing at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him.
I can do that better. I know it. I
Yeah.
volunteer to do it.
But God's decision was, what was that again?
Adonai regretted that he had made humankind on the earth. It grieved his heart.
Read this hard.
God's heart got grieved. Why did it get grieved?
Man to my image, acting like that.
Because, man, God did not make us in all to be corrupt.
Right.
We were to be in God's image and everything to do what? To be a witness for him.
And show forth his glory. That's right.
We were to be an example. We were supposed to be a picture of him. Then he turned around and gave us a Shabbat so we could be like him.
That's right.
And we can't even do those things. Don't want to have nothing to do with that. Then run around here. I want to be more like God. And Satan sit there laughing. I still got it. And God still got mankind in the same position right today. And don't make no fun about Eve. If you knucklehead guys and all, we all messed all up.
You right about that?
They think you was like it, but I messed you up.
Yeah. You didn't know how well you was.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You got these guys that talking all this, writing all this stuff in, writing up all this stuff in, and boy, they write smooth stuff, boy. They write some stuff with some serious stuff and boy, some deep stuff and everything there. Yeah, deep stuff. And then they can't do the simple stuff, you know. What is a war bomb so much like God? And you just don't understand all of it and got all this and that. And they can't do the little simple thing of being like God by keeping the seventh day.
Right.
Right.
That's why God gave us the seventh day so we can be like him.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that, don't you?
Right.
Yeah.
He said, for 6 days I did this, and I want you to be an imitator of me.
That's right.
All these guys got all this deep stuff and all this special relationship with God and all this stuff here and everything else that almost all of them is against God's Shabbat.
Yes, they are. Somebody got a personal relationship with Christ.
Yeah.
You can't count to 7.
Been that way for years.
Right.
Yeah.
Put in the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues.
See?
Right first.
Born again.
Yeah.
New birth. Born again.
As long as we were Baptist.
Satan sitting back laughing. And I got him.
Mhm.
I got him. I got them. So here the world was, they were doing all the things that they wanted to do and everything there, and they were feeling good about themselves. And God was making another decision. Why in the world I make you folks? Yeah.
I can keep these 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Regretted it, he had made me. So what was the decision that he come up with? Read the 17th verse. Did you read the 6th and 7th?
No, I haven't read the 7.
Oh, all right, read the 7th right.
Adonai said, I will wipe out humankind, whom I have created from the whole earth.
Good grief. Did you hear that, dear folks?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to wipe out all mankind,
Mm-hmm.
whom I have made. Why? Because you weren't producing, you wasn't doing what I told you to do. Okay? You wasn't bringing honor and glory to me. Sin is a devastating thing, dear folks. Sin is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't understand how devastating it is. But it just corrupted and messed up everything.
That's right.
Because it makes you now subject to the wrong voice.
Yeah.
See? We're on a downward spiral. We're on a downward move and don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
And now we're getting ready to hit rock bottom here. Because God said, I done put up enough of this. I done had enough of this. So he said that I'm gonna do what he told him to do. I'm gonna get rid of it. Sometimes that's the only thing you can do. Situation gets so bad, that's all you can do. Is just
Yeah, that's it.
wipe it out. Start all over again.
Mm-hmm.
We want to them. But what about the little babies? What about the old folks? What about the innocent? You know, people like to holler about the innocent. We got the innocent this and the innocent that. See?
But it says, and not only human beings, but animals.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Animals didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
What did they do? They didn't do nothing.
You see how bad you see how bad that is?
Yeah.
We don't understand that decision don't affect some things that affect more than, you just be thinking of yourself, but hey, you don't know. Some things you do affect everybody.
That's right.
Everything.
This thing was so devastating and everything that it messed up mankind and all that there from now on. For
Mm-hmm.
another thing, this corruption and this and everything there brought forth was it decreased our liveliness.
Right.
Our longevity
Right.
lost our big time change.
Mm-hmm.
The continents and everything got changed. Okay? Great waters and everything changed. And we see these continents now drifting apart from each other and everything. Right? But you can, if you look at it, and even science will tell you that at one time it looked like they was all together there. Get your map and see how they separated out, and all you need to do if you had somebody to get the oceans and stuff out the way, they will fit back together. There's one landmass.
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria
Yeah, right.
and Jill.
Oh, Pangea.
Something like that.
See? So everything, all these things change. All this stuff changed and all that.
The level was a lot higher.
There you go. Because they said there was a water canopy that was over the earth, and that helped filter the cosmic rays and the gamma rays and stuff that's killing folks now and everything there because it's going through our atmosphere. But it was all shielded at one time because they had that there, and that helped mankind to live a long time.
Mm-hmm.
See how everything got affected when we got corrupted, and God had. That's why God was so sorry that He had done that. He said, "I ain't gonna do that no more." You know, but hey, mankind was just bad, man. Let's just see read on.
See. From the whole earth, and not only human beings, but animals, creeping things, and birds in the air, for I regret that I ever made them. But Noah found grace in the sight of Adonai. Keep going.
Yeah. And read the 17th verse.
Okay. Then I myself will bring the flood of water over the earth to destroy from under heaven every living thing that breathes. Everything on earth will be destroyed. But I will establish my covenant with you. You will come into the ark, you, your sons, your wives, and your sons' wives with you. For everything living from each kind of living being, you are to bring into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They are to be male and female, of each kind of bird, each kind of livestock, and each kind of animal creeping on ground.
Okay, so now we see that God said, okay, I'm giving mankind a second chance, but I got to get rid of the host of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get rid of the host of this stuff. You see, because instead of corrupting itself, man's every thought was continually evil. everything that they thought and everything was terrible. Almost kind of looking like the days that we in now. Really? I remember at a certain time in the days when I was younger, you could leave your house unlocked and everything there. Your car or something, you have to go down there and now you gotta now lock it up, but you gotta
have a good lock.
you got to ask for stuff on it.
And somebody watching that lock.
I got an old station. You got to ask for stuff on it.
And somebody watching that lock.
I got an old station wagon there. They done stole it that 3 times and I'm trying to steal it.
It's a classic though.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
You got a steering wheel lock on.
That's right. I had to go even further than that time. I had it locked all up and everything. They was tearing that up and everything. So I said, hey, it's costing me every time I turn around. They breaking up windows and stuff. I got to pay that. Then they done broke the lock and everything. I got to go get it out. Yeah, it was costing me. Man. I said, oh man, I got to. So hey,
How old it was?
no.
Oh, it was a classic though. That was a good one. It had a special engine or something.
See, I had to fool around in there, keep that bad boy and everything. I had to put a steering kit, put one of them things on the steering wheel. Clubs, yeah, one of them clubs on the.
Some of them guys will leave that in their parking slot. You didn't lay in there. Sure, I'll leave that in the parking spot.
Then I thought, well, I moved it. I'm living in the wrong neighborhood. I come out there in what neighborhood is. Somebody went through it and ramshacked all the way through it.
In the new neighborhood?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yes, Father Joe.
Bad, you know. I had a couple of them come around and you want to sell that? You want to sell that? I said, no man, I ain't got to sell that. It's my memento, you know, everything. So, hey, the thing I know, I come out there, man, and broke into it and everything. But it could go nowhere because that column that had that. Yeah.
That's all I got one time.
Yeah. I went over to Jemiah's house over there, man. He was down on his knees and stuff. Hey, I'm taking it the right way. How many times? I'm taking it the right way. I'm pulling out the roots and everything. I ain't gonna have no problem with this stuff there. He was down there, he get the boy, he had it all. They had it looking good too, man. They pull all the roots out, got down all that, everything. Next year, guess what? The baby was back. Right back.
I gave up on that.
Sin messed up that stuff. Sin is the one. So sin interrupted everything, brother. It affected everything. And like you said, even the innocent animals had to pay the price.
Yeah.
See how, you know what? Because it messed up the flood today messed up the growing situation there. The earth, it took a time for the earth to get back. Yeah. So God said, okay, then I'm gonna keep, but you have to give account for that. Even eating animals and stuff, he said. And then God gave us a list of what we could eat and what we couldn't eat.
Everything it all.
And then they're right. Now we won't eat everything.
Yeah, that's on the list. We don't want that. What you got add on the list?
And all these things is the end result of sin.
That's right.
You know, if that had been bad for God to say, you repented, he made us. That's how devastating it was. Dear folks, that's bad. I can't paint this picture no worse than I'm trying to paint this picture worse than the bad as I can get it here. See, God brought that flood upon the earth, destroyed them, and not only that, but God couldn't even trust man. When God told Noah to go into the ark, he said, go on in there, and I'm going to take care of the door. Yeah. See? That kind of reminds me of me. See, that's why I let the change my status and change the stuff that I'm doing. Had people call me up there and they said, we looking for the people that the ones that the lead over here. And I said, you talking to them and everything? Well, I was voting some needing some to see if I could borrow some or get some help or something like that. And I said, well, you talking to the wrong person.
Mhm.
What? But you said your phone's on. I said, yeah, but I'm the wrong person.
Mhm.
I ain't never heard that. I said, yeah, I know you probably ain't, but there's, but there's a reason for it.
Yep.
I said, I ain't good at that. I ain't good at that.
Don't give it to him.
Yeah.
Lie.
Man come in, and finally dawned on me. I said, man, how many mamas you got?
His mama died.
Yeah. Mom died, got to go to the funeral and everything. And he better come and hit me up 2, 3, 4, 5 times with that thing. So how many mamas you got?
Mama kept
And
that.
I was falling for every time and everything. I said, I said, hey, I got to take this over to somebody else.
Come back, same old line again.
Yeah. We won't have no kind of system here for that. Because, man, I gave everything. You just,
I think he got himself 2 or 3 times. He got him come out.
yeah.
Probably did. He thought we forgot.
Yeah. And so I saw right then that I wasn't qualified. So, hey, I turned over to some more folks that was qualified. I turned over to them. I said, hey, look, somebody got to take this here because, hey, I'm a lousy, hey. This that whole system will go down with me at the head. Me doing this. Huh? Well, hey,
His mama died.
it's a poor fool that don't realize when you're being taken all the constantly. Yeah. Therefore, that's what I tell folks. I tell husband and wife the same thing. And hey, look, guy coming, oh my man, I'm gonna do this right and you. There are some guys that's just lousy for paying bills and stuff. They're terrible.
Yep.
They want to be control everything. I don't control this and can't control nothing. Then I didn't let my wife do that. That's one. She ain't like, I'm not supposed to let that. Well, do it then. Bills getting cut off and all. Got to run down and get this here and all that. Sure, some guys are just lousy.
Yeah, I tried that one time.
You tried that with that.
Let me pay the
They
bill.
don't all come at once. See, that's where they been messing up. You ran out of money. Here come another bill. I forgot about that one.
You got to have some kind of budgetary attitude about something unless you don't get it. You can't you can't get too many irons in the fire, man. You get this and you get they're just some terrible people, that they just ain't good at that there. But you got a wife that keeps all that stuff going, everything there, and let her do it.
Amen.
Ain't no disgrace there. But there's some guys that feel like that disgrace. God made me, I'm supposed to be the no. He said nothing about it. He said she's supposed to be a helpmate to you. And if you lousy doing it, let her help you.
Tell them to do that. If you're in charge, tell them to do that.
Just like I tell folks, hey, I'm not no home decorator. I'm not no, hey, I ain't nothing, what they call it, people that deal fashion the houses and then match this all over. Interior decorator. I'm not that.
I don't think that's necessary.
See, I'm not that. See?
I don't think all that stuff's necessary.
Well, see, there's another one. See,
I mean, you guys got it back.
that's me too, hey.
You got no wife?
When I was in my house and didn't have no wife, they didn't even head. I had matched the vans and yeah. Hey, you're comfortable in second there. I said, hey, it feels good in that day. Hey, Yeah, but you're wrong color. You need to get rid of that. Hey, give me something. Hi, I need to get ready. This feels good. I need to get rid of flop down in it. Because the wrong color ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But what does it say there in Luke 17?
Also, at the time of the Son of Man, it will be just as it was at the time of Noah. People ate and drank, and men and women married right up until the day Noah entered the ark.
That's what I was trying to tell you. And that's why I was talking to you. They were married, giving in marriage, having a good time, and they say, hey, ain't nothing wrong with us. We are people at the right time. They say, hey, I don't do nothing bad, no real bad and everything. Yeah, I'm just doing this here, just living a good life and everything there. And God was saying, oh, yes, you do. You're corrupt. And I'm getting rid of it. Ain't that something how we can fool ourselves and think that we're all right in those things there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And people are deceptive.
Yep.
Ready to clean you out in a second. You think they're your friend and stuff. Turn your back and they gone.
Yep.
These people here today, people doing just as these people talking about right here.
Uh-huh. My brother told me he drive to the place there. He said, man, I just ran into the store there. He left his car running there. He come back, the car gone. Gone!
Somebody's standing in the-
Yeah, he said somebody had to be standing there. Somebody had to be scoping that. I said, oh, that's a fool.
somebody's standing in the car.
Yeah, there's one. I'm waiting on somebody to play. And there he is. He got it, man. He gonna run in that crow right quick, and cut the engine off, just let it run, I got plenty of gas, so I'm gonna run it right quick. Ain't nobody gonna mess with my car. That be like that there. Come back, but where's my car at? I know, yes. Gone. That quick. Gone. Yeah.
That happened to a man, and but the police caught the guy that stole the car, and he was up there waiting. The one that stole the car was up there waiting. So when they called him, they said, "Why you want to do that?" And he said, "I needed a ride home." He ride home.
Yep. That's the situation and the things that term. No, could have asked somebody to take it.
Right.
But they're gonna steal a car to do it. Just ask you. They're gonna steal the whole concept. Yeah. Read on.
Then the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, as it was in the time of Lot, people ate and drank, bought and sold, planted and built. But the day Lot left Sodom, fire and sulfur rained down from heaven and destroyed them all. That is how it was. That is how it will be on the day the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, if someone is on the roof with his belongings in his house, he must not go down to take them away. Similarly, if someone is in the field, he must not turn back. Remember Lot's wife? Whoever aims at preserving his own life will lose it.
All right, so here it lets us know mankind ain't learned any lesson. We haven't read this and learned the lesson of how to do it. He says it's gonna be the same way when he comes.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't learned a lesson. We're gonna think we're doing right. We think we're gonna doing okay. We think that things ain't as bad as it is, and when it's a terrible thing. It's just like these same folks, and show you how mankind is. It's just like these same folks. They will stay. They see this tornado coming. They see this hurricane coming, and all of this destruction, and they say we're gonna ride it out.
Yeah.
Then they wait till the tornado to get there, and then they call the people talking about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be as bad. Not that, but that governor said right here. He gave him a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Don't call us after that, cause we ain't coming." He said, "I'm not gonna put my people in a risk, And I'm not doing, hey, I give you this certain time here to get out. I'm telling you, this is going to be a terrible thing.
Warning the people.
That's right, when he was calling, he was telling them, we need to ride it out. 'Cause we ain't coming
Yeah, call.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I think he said, hey, but I ain't changed my mind.
Yeah. You don't hang out.
You better find you some shelter. You better find you some place to hide out and everything. Yeah, but it's going to be worse than what I thought. We told you that in the first place. He said, but I told you, I'm not putting my men at risk. We ain't coming out there. You better find what you can do.
Some learned from that. When they made it, oh, that no more.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that next year.
Yeah. They learned from it.
They're gonna do that next year. We better prepare.
But this is gloom and doom for mankind because the Mashiach, the Son of God, said we ain't learned a lesson. It's going to be the same way.
Storm's getting tougher.
It's going to be up.
We're
gonna be in trouble.
But the storms are getting tougher. It ain't like it used to be.
You sure is.
Yeah.
But that thing started out as a category 1. And by the time it landed, it was almost a category 5.
One night,
But you see what they doing? They man that trying to do like Nimrod now. He trying to fix a place where he can hide underground, get out of the way to go up in the sky. He trying.
trains up there.
Ain't gonna be nowhere to hide.
Go to 2 Peter 3. That's 15:22.
Okay, 7:53.
12 through 15, and we're gonna wrap this up.
2 Peter 3.
Mm-hmm. 12 through 15.
Page 1523. We say 11 through. What's the verse again?
Yeah, 12 through 15.
Okay. As you wait for the day of God and work to hasten its coming, that day will bring on the destruction of the heavens by fire, and the elements will melt from the heat.
Now notice this. God said, I made a plan and I made a covenant with mankind. If you go back and read that in Genesis, we can go there. But you read that God said he made a covenant with man. And I read that in the Torah reading today. And I Torah reading today in Genesis 9, where God said, he was sorry that he had done that. He said, I ain't gonna do that no more. He said, I'm not gonna bring no water upon the earth to destroy it no more.
Yep.
He said, I'm just not gonna do that because it was a terrible destruction and everything. He said, I ain't gonna do it no more. And so what token did he put in the sky to show for that he wasn't gonna do that no more? A rainbow. See, but here's the thing of it. He didn't say that he wasn't gonna never destroy the earth again. He just said by water.
Right. But the elements catching on fire. That don't sound like you gonna live to that either.
Well, you ain't gonna live through that. But he just said, I ain't gonna bring nobody on water, hoping that we would get a hint, to get our act together and straighten all up. No. So what he said this time, the next time, he gonna do, read on.
You know the waters out. They need to build submarines this time.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
Wouldn't work this time.
Yeah. He knew mankind was gonna build a smart see. Because Nimrod tried to build a tower up high so he can't get no water. Water can't get up that tower. So man, see, man, he made us, man.
He's trying to get underground cities.
Uh-huh.
13 says, but we, following along with his promise, wait for the new heaven and a new earth, in which righteousness will be at home. Dear friends, as you look for these things, do everything you can to be found by him without spot or defect and at peace. And think of the Lord's patience and deliverance, just as our dear brother Shaul also wrote you, following the wisdom God gave him.
Oh, here it lets us know peace. Shalom. Once again, you're going to have those things there. And if we don't, God's going to get, But this next time, just as it was inescapable then, it's going to be inescapable now. If we are not, you say, well, what's going to happen to us then? How God going to protect us? How did he protect us in the flood? He got ways to protect us now.
Amen.
See? I'll just drop a little hint, then we'll be through with that. Mankind heated up the furnace there, throw them boys in there, see? And they looked at them boys and they looked like they were taking a bath. Having a good time in the furnace there, man. Then they heated up 7 times hotter.
Yeah.
Put slough in the all that stuff and they made it hot, boy. It was so hot that when they got ready to throw them in there, the flames leaked out and got the guys to throw them in there. Yeah. And them balls in there just taking a shower. And right in the middle of the heat.
Awesome.
Come out of there, didn't even, eyebrow, because eyebrows and your hair, that's the first thing it goes. See, it ends up in, none of that was,
Didn't even smell.
didn't even smell like smoke or nothing. Clothes didn't burn, nothing.
But it's smart to king and let them boys go. He didn't go with them boys no more.
No.
Yep,
There's something about them fellas there.
Yeah.
I don't know who that wasn't there with them.
So don't worry about it. God has his way to take care of us. And he'll reveal just as he revealed in Noah's day, he'll reveal also in our day what to do and all those things.
Amen.
See, let's just stay, as Paul said, let's stay righteous, let's stay on the thing that he'll ask us to do, that it might be well with us. Let us be, in closing for the day, let us be like Noah and his family. And this is why they got all saved, because they was willing to make that sacrifice. They was willing to work Yah's plan, see, to save mankind. See? They gave up their normal life. They gave up their life. And as a matter of fact, they got talked about by the people. Why are you working them boys like that? They just go on and have a life and all that. And you got them there building some boat out there on dry land. Yeah, right, right. Talk about some flood, some rain. We don't know nothing about no rain because it never rained before.
Right.
See how silly, stupid that was? But them boys was willing to do that there because of Father. And you are the results of this here, at least one of them 3 boys. Everybody that's living right now is the result of those 3 boys. God rewarded them that. God gave them that reward for them, for them giving up and following and working. And Yah will do the same thing to us.
Amen.
This is our Parasha for today. We trust that Yah will bless you. Let my right hand forget her cunning. But I remember thee. Let my tongue be to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Yerushalayim above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. Shalom, shalom for now. And if it's God's will, we'll see you next week. Okay. Want to have the Urshan now to go